Moshi Moshi, it's 3 a.m., 3:38 to be exact, and we're here again. And you already see, some things have changed. And why didn't this deep voice? Sorry. Yay! Yeah, habita hopta habita. Stuff happened. Things changed. And I made a mistake in my things. So, you already see, things have changed. Like I said I would, I did make some changes in that. The first thing I did was actually put a hotbar in here, which return and sprint. I didn't find the teleport spell, so it isn't in here. And the other thing is I put the different, please close this, put the different bars down here. So we have bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and down here is a 4th bar that you can't see right now. And you can see I have more spells, but they are gray. That is that is for some reason. They are gray because the actions I didn't learn, but they have they have positionings for me. So Lucid Dreaming is always in C2, Izuna is always in C5, and Swift Guts is always on C minus or C0. Is it 0? No, it's SZ on my keyboard. So yeah, and you can see I joined Genova, which was the group I talked about the last time, and you already can see you can see I can finish a lot of things, and I will do this now. The only thing I actually did here was really just take all of them on. I did nothing to complete them. Most of the starting quests are really just go from place A to B. And yeah, do the stuff you want to do. So, and I touched all of the Aderites. When you touch all of the Aderites, the thing you unlock is, first of all of the Aderites there are in that you touched. And then if you have all of them, you have the ability to exit into the shrouds or the nearby area where you can actually fight, which is quite good. And I'm gonna go to the lances. To the lances good. Sorry, I couldn't suppress the chuckle right now. Even it always sounds so mean when I chuckle, but yeah, sadly it's okay. And I hope the music is actually now hearable, because I heard that in the first part there was music. I hope it's there now. And you can see in here is a mission that I can do. Let's first look at our quests. I am here, close to home. There. And you can see in the start you can take a lot of quests that lets you do a lot of things. And so it's always better to refresh your map from time to time. And for some reason I got a letter and I have no idea what this letter is, because you saw the last part I collected all that I could have collected, so I have no idea what this is. If I think about it now, I have a wild guess. But yeah. A lot of stuff is here. And I really love Gridania. It's one of my okay, I don't really have okay, really, okay. My favorite city, I can't deny, my favorite city is and probably always will be Gridania. At least on the starting cities, it's Gridania. Because it's just, I love it. A city in the forest, a city fused with the forest. It has something refreshing. It's calming one's nerve. It's nice. The only things that the problems here are actually wildlife, which in one way or another you need to get rid of, either to seize the problem or to just get food. Get food, get water, all of the stuff. The water will always be, I think the water here will always be clean and not salty. No salty water here. Okay, but when I see this right now, I don't think they have the problem with water, because they have a river in the city, which is always nice to have. Okay, before I go down there, I should go in here. If not only for the area I need to do here. And I guess out there also because here's the delivering mobile. Okay. I already thought it is this thing. And we have this is a mount. This was a mount I have. This is a mount guy. Yeah, we have the fat cat here. And do we have jump auto detector? No, we don't have it yet. And if somebody asked, how did I put the skills down there? If you open this actions and traits menu, either by your menu down here or by pressing P on the button, or press P, you can just grab it from here and drag it anywhere you want. So I could technically just get all of the stuff I want out of here or out of the stuff and just put it down there. So yeah, this is how I did this. I still have no idea why my teleport isn't there. One sad thing is there is an event right now with that we can't do because we are too low level, and I probably won't be able to get this in time because it will be end in 3 days from now on, and after today after now I have some work to do. Actually go to work, get some money, and after that go shopping if my money is there. I hope my money is there. And there is Mini Center, our next quest target. And now with most of the away, we can actually go forward. Yeah. Only one quick thing to the Conjurer's Guild that I forgot to access the first time we get here, which is a mistake. If I be honest, the order I made this quest right now was completely false. Okay, what does it mean completely false? It wasn't a good one to start with, because actually you can go from down here up here, access the quest here that leads inward, and when you inward you can access the quest here that gets you outward. So you could have done this and this would be way easier and didn't take all that much time. Briar, thank you very much for the stuff. For the Esme rose oil. Okay, for some people, like, can I? Yes, I can. Nice. Good. This was annoying from time to time because I ain't a new player, so would probably don't like to have an thing in front of my name. At least not a Sprout emote, because I'm not a Sprout anymore. And she has a nice outfit, but shows way too much boob. So, and now when you look to our side, we closed down on our quest, so we only have 5 over here, which I also will edit again. First of all, up there. Second of all, please go down to 80. Thank you very much. No, we can go down here. And maybe before I made it smaller, you actually could see fungus, ladybugs, and squirrels. The same thing we need to kill as the conjurer, so we can zu Deutsch zwei Fliegen mit einer Klappe schlagen. In English, get rid of two actions in one task. No, das the thought that counts. Don't be like me, don't harass people out of nowhere. The conquering heroes returns. You have completed my little task at rest? The 3 locations you visit will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the words you sit in? I cannot praise enough how important it is to let your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you are oblivious, sort of really are. It is the adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locusts and brave the way for those who follow. I break it and I can rely on your aid in struggles to come. And we can't continue our quest because it needs to be level 4. And as you can see, we miss 3 stuff. But we have a new level here from Tada's a hard nut a hard nut to crack. What? Isn't this a... I must mistake this. Speak with Barbuncha. Sometimes I really ask why people just stand in areas like this, facing towards things you can't really look at them. She has freckles. This is cute. And no, I don't think freckles are cute. I like it on some characters. That's all. So with our main Eaterite we also can use the teleport. And people in the chat are talking about the race points. I'm gonna change the stuff. Oh, maybe for some did wonder, the baby gremlin was one of the items out of the mailbox I did get. This with the earrings was the pre-order for Shadowbringers, the current expansion. And probably in the time where we play, we will unlock the next we will unlock the next thing. Let's call it a thing. We will unlock the next expansion. We will almost to 100% get the next pre-order bonus stuff, because I'm already waiting to get it. I need it. I can't right now. And we learned an arrow. So I will keep this place as it is for now. Even though it seems weird that I do this, but yeah. I will not touch that. So, and maybe you will hear some sounds right now because I need to get on my phone. Let's start the game up. This will take some time. So, sorry. I have one thing that actually killed the time I had this week, which was before I had stuff to do. Was actually Genshin Impact, which is kind of funny, if I say so, because I actually have something against mobile games, but Genshin Impact is more or less the exception because my first touch wasn't on the smartphone. It actually was on Aurelia. Have you oh, I didn't read the dictionary. Shit, sorry. Aurelia, have you visited the Bangkok on your wanderings? It's training grounds for an outsider city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin-Head are training swordplay and martial arts. I've mentioned this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Goldfeld, is in the stretch there, and I think it might be of use to him. Go introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind do not stray far from the path. The trail wood is not a place for merely strolls through the underbrush. I didn't. And we need to go down there. Okay. Yeah. But I played it a little bit in it. It is a good game. I really must say. It isn't as addicting as Final Fantasy. But it was something nice to have between the gap where Peak was here, which eat the most of my time because I had from the 27th, the 26th. I had from the 26th till now I had Peak here over here in my small little flat, and yeah, that was nice. It really was nice. I finally had some time again with him, and also we ate a lot of delicious food, and I found out that you can make with nachos. Nachos is some salad, just normal salad, and a little bit of mayonnaise or sour cream. But mayonnaise is for some reason better than sour cream, which was for me confusing because I'm more like sour cream than mayonnaise. You can make a really delicious salad, which one of the Genova members, actually the one that invited me, the streamer known as Handsome Shadow, would look at me like, what? But it's no meat! How can something that is not meat be delicious? Which I must say, I understand him. How something that isn't meat can be delicious. Okay, wait a moment. So, not that it kills my battery for the day. So, okay. And if somebody asks, if you don't like the game on the mobile, why do you even have it installed? I speak about Genshin Impact. Simply for the reason I don't always have time to start up the PC and start the game. Like stuff I did now just to log in to get this login reward that is currently going on. Which is, by the way, we set it at 4 a.m. that we have right now, which you can see here. The local time is 4 a.m. If somebody asks, why the fuck? No, first of all, why the fuck I will wake at 4 a.m. or 3:30 when we started this part? I need to work. I have early shift and I need to go soon TM. Soon TM. Yeah, that is the reason why I'm awake. And why do I record in this early time? The fate system. Here is a. Give me the fate! I want the fate, I want the fate, I want the fate. Fate. It's a level 4 fate! Yay! And it's a fate that is actually useful for me. I want to have my chocobo right now. No, not him. Him. And what the fates... about the fate system, maybe I should explain this. The fate system is a thing where you can see those are different enemies than those over there, which have, for this fate especially, a higher level. And you can make those fates in a limited amount of time with certain progress that you can see down here. And if you do this, you get first of all the EXP from the fights, and second of all you get a certain bonus EXP and money, and later even a little item that can be useful later in the game. Or for really later. It's a requirement for a weapon that will probably be useless for us when the time we get there. I think, at least. I mean, if I right now, I started this game right now because I actually expect this game to last the longest of all Final Fantasy games. That is the reason why I started right next to 1. But I still will continue with 1, 2, then later 3, and the 2 fours. I think it's the 2 fours, 4 tiles, and sadly for now, I only need to discard my jacket right now. Okay, at least something. Okay, right now it isn't the time to do this. So yeah, this will be most of the gameplay right now. And for some other people that played already some MMOs, this right now seems pretty slow. And to be honest, in the beginning, the game is slow. It's a lot of grinding, etc, etc. Even though we're already quick. I mean, in the 1.5 hour I already played with this character, I wouldn't be this far right now. I would be level 4 if I be honest. I still would have done the fate though, even though I wouldn't have unlocked Aero. which you maybe already saw that I don't use. Where I asked myself why I didn't do this. Because it's one of it is one very useful fact, because it's a damage over time effect that to our main damage also takes a little bit. You can see always when we damage him, he always gets the fate is done. Okay, so there we have the fate rewards, and you can see we got 455 EXP and some money, which is nice. But now let's continue with our quest. And you can already see he has lost a lot of HP and died without anything that we did. We didn't do anything to him, but he died. And this is good. And it's good that he is dead. You killed me. Good. I don't think the younger people today will get a Zelda CDI reference. But who knows? Maybe some of you watch some of the channel WeHawk LP, even though it's a German channel. I don't know what my viewers actually are, because I always switch between German and English content, so you don't really have an idea what language I'm actually speaking. Okay, on my dialect and my more or less bad English, you can hear that I'm born as a German, but to be honest, I don't like to be a German. To be honest, I think I would be rather oh, it was I would rather be a British man or a British woman or anything else. Australian, come from the US, Spanish, France, Luxembourg, Holland, Norway. Everything will be better than German. The only good thing I have as a German is the one friend I have here at Peak. Those are the only good things I have here in Germany. And the Krankenversicherung. The Krankenversicherung is a nice thing to have. Because if I think about it, how many problems I have with disfigured body, I mean, I think I already said this in other parts, but maybe some didn't even hear this. My legs are twisted. Everything below the knee is turned in a certain degree, which isn't can I still wear those sandals? Thanks. Which isn't a bad thing, to be honest. And why did I walk this now? Yeah, it isn't a bad thing that my legs are actually twisted, but the only thing I have a problem with is how it's that I'm really unable to run. I can run for 3 or 4 steps and then I can't run. My legs hurt and I'm barely able to move after that for at least 10 minutes, and after that, okay, I can move forward when I limp, but I will have an after pain such a I just call it let's call it a phantom pain for about 2 or 3 days after that. And this is not worth it. Really, it isn't worth it to run a few steps for anything, for the damage I took from running. It isn't worth it. But why did I actually tell you that? Most of the people don't even care about the person you watch. And I did the wrong, either right. Okay, let's run away. Because our character can actually run, so let's let him run. Run, little girl, run! Into action, not just 24. 15, 13, 10. 10 is good. 50, 10. The next bar we will learn is really Medica too. And then race. Race my minions. And our grandma just walked up a wall. Nice. Here's the Scarlet Oil. Wow. Why did... Okay, it still won't... Still... Give me the stuff. The Stufenstuf. Sorry I didn't read that. I had a sneeze coming up. It's good to see you again, Aurelia. By the air of serenity that surrounds you, it's plain to have learned to draw upon ether of creation. I am glad. It is wellspring out of power, yet the energy of creation is not one thing but many. It's called upon all without first knowing. Each is conjuring at its most basic. As a part of your continuing education, it's my desire that you now learn about the elements of Earth. Make your way to the blessed bud in the North Sprout and partake Hero Nolan's wisdom. In the depths of his affinity for the elements of rock and soil, it's all but unique amongst conjurers, and he's a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightened lesson of the subject of Earth. And we got our next mission! Yay! But let's go to the Bangkok. To the Bangkok. Bangkok. Not Bangkok. Bangkok. Yeah, let's go to the Bangkok. Central Shout, Blue Beckers Gate. Do we still have coffee? I still have coffee. So, and now you can see those little things have swirls? Ripples. I will call them ripples. Have ripples around them. The reason for this is, as weird as it seems, there is a hunting log in the game for the first few classes you have, which gave you bonus XP if you kill a certain amount of them. And here you can see the hunting log, which I am talking about. We have the ground squirrels, we have the ladybugs, and we need to kill 3 of them, like we did before, to get some bonus XP. There we have it, ladybug is completed, and we got 75 bonus XP. The ground squirrels will give us 180, and the foraging give us 360. And I probably have them most on the incomplete. But yeah, this is one of the faster ways to level up in the beginning of the game. The first few levels, especially till level 15, are annoying, really annoying, but I think I really say everything between after 15, so from 15 to 30, which is probably the first thing you actually want to finish, is nice. It's just nice. But yeah, we will kill the forest fuga, the last one, and then proceed to our next quest. But I probably will say it many times more. You won't get as fast through the game as I do because of that earring I'm wearing. And then we have Gottfried. Greetings, Aurelia Kugel. Mina sent you word to expect you. My name is Gottfried. I am responsible for training our twin other recruits. Thank you for volunteering as your assistants. The trail had much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbrella 5 years ago. The power of the elements, awareness and harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong round rampant, stiffening the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear of the outs of nights that a driftwood is ailing, its earth's rich right to its failing memory. For the citizens of Gridania, restoring the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it's my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests, do all you can. Maybe elementals bless your endeavors, Aurelia Cougar. And we want your leather boots that we will equip now. And even though we look like shit now, it's actually a requirement for the next quest. It really just sounds stupid. Gottfried, Chief Instructor at the Bangkok, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for future missions. I see your anger to lead ahead, Aurelia. That is well, but I cannot good consent you in the forest until I've established equipment that's equal to the task. It bears reckoning that the 5 years since the dawn of the Seville Umbrella area, many of the world's creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without a proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor sufficient for presence of me, for expression. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of an item level 5 or above for returning. Before to return to speak with God. This is the thing I did right now. Ready for all this action, are we? Right then. Eyes forward, straight back. Yes, I pass your muster. You would be surprised how many young promised soldiers get himself killed by rushing to the wolf without stoning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide a right degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty, Aurelia. And I will take the money. Thanks. Aurelia, you by your tireless effort you have brought yourself friend to Gridania. I believe you can be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I will assign your missions is still important, yet the need for secrecy prevents you from disclosing its details until you have badged your participation. I'm authorized to tell you only that you concern suspicious activity in 12 woods. You say will lead us in 8, and I shall proceed with the briefing. Garfield needs an adventurer to investigate suspicious activity in a tourist wood. Good. It's time for the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard of suspicious individuals as seen and prowling in the forest wood. And you may be aware that XIV activities risen sharply in the region of late. You may not know that its increased coincidence almost exactly with the first recording signing of the aforementioned individual. Suspect the connection that we tie those surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our query is proven to be excitingly exclusive. Almost every knows or move at ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may succeed. Acting independently and calmly, we may be able to close our quality unnoticed. Fear and anxiety begin to take their toll upon citizens earlier. For their sake, I ask you to aid us in this investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed light upon the mystery. Begin a search at Life and Stump, and it is where the majority of the sightings took place. Before that, my people cannot offer you support, lest our query catch center for our presence and evade us yet again. Proceed with caution. And we have our next main story quest. Woohoo! But we have subquests, and I will take subquests. So, and for some people that ask, why are I doing that much subquest? For the first few, okay, it's clear why you want to do this. Why you want to play subquests, but right now it seems a little useless, unless for EXP. And this is exactly the reason why I'm doing those quests right now, for the EXP. Because as stupid as it sounds, with my bonus XP I want to level up as quickly as possible. To actually get out of here, because I want to take my Arcanite classes. Okay, my Arcanite job. I think it's called Arcanite. How? Arcanist. Arcanist. I want to have my Arcanist job. Why do I want to have my Arcanist job? Simply for the reason because I will focus on the healer classes at first, and after those are on at least level 50, I will start to change to other classes. But a thing I won't do is I won't do the same mistake I made on my private character, because the more things you get, the fuller your inventory will go, and I have the permanent problem that my inventory is too full to get anything important. Such for every quest I need to do, etc., etc., I either have to sell items, or I have to put some items in the box, which I most of the time can't even do, because my boxes are also full and I'm not willing to pay an extra amount of money just to get a third retainer, so I can smooth out. I just want to say to smooth out the problem. And maybe you have seen those two things over there that are bonus effects you actually get from. You can get, but it's not guaranteed to get from groups. But we have it, and it's nice that we have it. We first have reduced teleport fees, which basically mean the teleportation, which I still don't have, and I have no idea why, is not as expensive as it is normally. And for one of those classes, they have a little bonus. This is the control effect. But for those, we will have later time. So here you can see we still have some stuff. Shop tutorial. You could technically buy a thing, but it would be useless if you do this. The thing I want to do is sell stuff of mine, especially stuff I don't need yet. You will see me very often that I go to some shop and just sell stuff out my inventory. And sometimes some people will be, why did you sell that? This was an important item. Well, yes, but this character is not planned to do all that much crafting for the time being, and when the time does come where I will be doing this stuff, this all of the crafting, then I probably have already unlocked all the maps and played the game basically through. It's a weird thing. It doesn't really match up. I feel how it's early in the morning because the words I speak are don't those things that I mean. But yeah, one small thing I may wanna add. You saw the item raisins that I put down here now. Those give you 3% bonus EXP and some bonus benefits when you play. I would suggest to you that you use this when you start playing, and don't be like me, just look at the money and get as much money as possible. This is currently my objective, for the reason to keep my inventory small, not really for the money, more for the keep the inventory as small as possible, which isn't a really reason. It isn't a good reason to sell most of the stuff. If you don't have 100% a clue what you're doing, it probably won't be a good suggestion to make. But it's a thing I will do because like I said, I more or less completed the whole game in the beginning, so There is it. There is it. So, general. There is my teleport bar. Now I have it. Okay, there is the teleport spell that I was asking about all the whole time. Yeah, this. I won't survive to go up there. Since the part only goes 5 minutes and I don't have enough time for another part. Well. I don't really know what to do now. I can do it like the last time, start half of a part and then nah, I can't do this. I think well, what? Why can't I do this? Nothing is holding me back to do it. Either make this part longer or to make the next part smaller. Yay! And we have mid level 8, we unlocked the response. Which is a spell that that a lot of that healer classes all have, which can do something. I don't really know. I don't use the spell, so get out of there. Well, I would say the part already goes for an hour. And I don't really have much things to do. And I'm happy that this thing isn't aggressive towards me. I would say I end the part here. We will see us around here again. Or maybe somewhere else down here. Maybe I will level a little bit. I mean, we still have quests and stuff to do over here. But I know the story quests will us get there. That's the reason why I'm so hesitant to do this. One thing I didn't do right now is get a better weapon, so I'm a little bit hesitant to make this fight right now that will be coming. But, yeah, you see it. I think I will start another recording and then make this fight, and after this I will end it for today because I still need to get ready for work. So, yeah. We will see us in the next part. Till then, see ya.